All these years we believed General Shepard was the villain, the man who killed Ghost and Roach, started World War III and framed the entire Task Force 141. But what if I told you that Shepard was never truly a villain? That he was a man who simply did what had to be done, things no one else was willing to do. So why did he have to betray TF-141? Why did he need to work together with Makarov and provoke an invasion of the United States? Today I'm going to answer these questions that have been remained unanswered for more than 15 years. And what you're about to hear might surprise you, because for all this time we misunderstood this man's true motivation. Now it's finally time to understand who General Shepard really was, and why he was never a villain. First, it's crucial to understand one thing. Shepard was an American patriot to his very core. For his country he was willing to do anything. One of the biggest threats to the United States was the rise of the cave's Russian ultranationalists. By 2011 they were already fighting a civil war for power in Russia and supporting Khalid al-Assad in the Middle East. Lately they provoked a US military operation and detonated a nuclear bomb there, killing 30,000 American soldiers under Shepard's command. This was a devastating blow for him. But what hurt Shepard even more was what happened afterward. After this massive defeat, the American people lost their fighting spirit. Their will to win was gone. Society withdrew, became fearful and closed off.
5 years ago, Zakhaev killed 30,000 Marines in the blink of an eye. And the world just watched. The American will to fight has become weak. We lost our will to fight that day.
Meanwhile, the ultranationalists seized power in Russia. Vladimir Makarov began aggressively spreading anti-American ideology, and public hostility toward the United States continued to grow. A conflict between two nations became inevitable.
We've been at war a long time.
So while Russia was growing more aggressive, America was demoralized and unable to respond. Shepard realized that the real problem wasn't a lack of tanks or aircraft. It was the lack of will to fight. So he made a drastic decision to provoke an invasion of the United States in order to reignite the American fighting spirit, the very spirit he believed America would lose the war without in the long run. Shepard planned to draw the ultranationalists in the invasion, forcing them to exhaust their strength and resources before they could finally consolidate their power and became ready for war on their terms. That's why at the end of MW2, Shepard says that
Tomorrow, there will be no shortage of volunteers, no shortage of patriots. I know you understand.
But many players still can't forgive Shepard for betraying Ghost, Roach and Task Force 141. But General didn't do it out of evil intent. His plan required cooperation with Makarov, and then Makarov's eventual elimination. It was Shepard who recruited Joseph Allen and embedded him among Makarov's men. He tipped Makarov off that an American agent was nearby, knowing full well that Makarov would kill him and leave his body at the airport as proof of American involvement in the airport massacre. But because of Makarov's influence, Shepard immediately began working to have him eliminated. He received full authorization from the US Secretary of Defense, took command of Shadow Company, and sent TF-141 to retrieve the DSM containing Makarov's future plans. However, Shepard didn't want to hunt Makarov with 141. He wanted to do it with Shadow Company, a loyal force that wouldn't ask questions. So he tied up loose ends. Good, that's one loose end. He personally betrayed TF-141, also attempting to eliminate the remaining operatives at the Afghan boneyard and ensure that no one outside his loyal mercenary army knew about his role in the airport attack, or, by other words, his part in creating World War III. Meanwhile, Shepard stayed on Makarov's trail, while Makarov himself was already being hunted internationally.
Shepard is using a side hotel Bravo. You know where it is. I'll see you there.
And the most important thing in this whole story is, Shepard truly believed his actions were necessary. If you look at Shepard's unused voice lines from the game files intended for the ending, it's clear that he considered himself absolutely right. Just listen to this.
Why? Why do you really need to ask? We've been at war a long time. I'm a patriot, McTavish. I only did what needed to be done. Nothing more. Direct threats demand decisive action. Go ahead, end it. It won't change anything. Killing me won't change that. I knew you couldn't do it. Oh, you're a good warrior. But you could never take that extra step to do what was absolutely necessary.
In his mind, everyone else was afraid to act in the face of ultranationalist threat, which required extreme measures, as Shepard himself said. In the MW lore, European leaders held meetings discussing what to do about Makarov's growing influence, but no real actions was ever taken. That's exactly why Shepard decided to act alone and act decisively. So in the end, we are safe to say that General Shepard was not a man driven by ego or a desire to reclaim his glory as a commander. He was an ideology man, someone obsessed with saving America and preventing its long-term defeat and following collapse, which in my opinion makes Shepard an especially interesting antagonist, with strong motivation that explain all his manipulation throughout the MW2 story. This guy created conflict between everyone, in order to end it before it truly began. Because sometimes, to stop a massive fire, you need a controlled explosion, to cut off the oxygen. Yes, Shepard betrayed Task Force 141. Yes, Shepard provoked an invasion of his own country. But his actions worked. That can't be denied. But it also doesn't automatically make him a good guy or a bad guy. It's fact that he wasn't an egoist. He was always on the front lines with his soldiers and understood the battlefield better than the people sitting safely in their offices. For Shepard, the end always justified the means, like when he gave the order to level the building with airstrikes during the beginning of the game, simply to gain a strategic opportunity to retake the city. And among American and British soldiers, a phrase had already started circulating, one that perfectly embodied Shepard's fearlessness in doing wherever it takes, no matter the risk.
Come on, since when does Shepard care about danger close?
Since when does Shepard care about danger close?
This man didn't seek a global domination. Shepard just wanted to fix what was already broken. So wherever Shepard was right or wrong, that's for you to decide. Because at this point, you finally have all the pieces of the puzzle. I would like to see your opinion on this video in the comments below, so let's discuss it. Do you still see Shepard as a ruthless monster, or have you started to see him from a different perspective and change your opinion on him? Let's discuss it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.